Hey, if you are ready to learn 5 core ways, the 5 core ways, in fact, to maximize your referrals, I have my friend and special guest here, Gary Searle, ready to talk to us today about that. And Gary is a referral marketing expert and coach. So we're going to have a cool, quick dialogue here on, well, the core ways, the 5 of them, to really maximize your referral. So Gary, welcome back.
Thank you. I love the last one that we did, and if people haven't checked that out, they definitely need to. It leads
Agreed.
on nicely to what we're going to talk about today, which is, as you say, the 5 core ways to maximize referrals for your business.
Right on, brother. Right on. Beautiful. So, hey, without further ado, what's number 1? Let's start from the beginning.
Okay, so number 1, I always say, is your clients, past and present. The reason I say that is because I feel like they are the best type of referrals to get. Not necessarily your most consistent, and we can talk a little bit about that, but I generally find that they make the best referrals, so I always start with that one.
Fair, and that's a fair point too, because I found that some people found that so they don't always make the best referrals, even though they want to, or referral sources, even though they want to, they love you, they know you, they like you, they trust you. I've created friendships with a lot of my people, but that's a really interesting point as well. Okay, cool. So there's number 1, it's friends. It's past business people you've done business with. Cool. What's next?
So the next one is the one that will, for most people, be your most consistent, which is why I put it second, because I think it's the second best because of the consistency. And that's partnerships and collaborations with other businesses. So a little bit like what we're doing here, we're collaborating. I've come onto your podcast to provide value to your network. And that is a way to potentially get referrals. But obviously, there's other benefits to it as well. But yeah, the second one is to collaborations and set up partnerships with other businesses.
Very cool. So collaboration, kind of like, would it be like you and I? Like, you and I, our collaborations here, like doing events together, lives together, podcasts together, things like that? Is that a good example of collab?
Yeah, that's a great example. So what this does is obviously it builds on our relationship. It creates value for both of us. You potentially learn from me and I can learn from you. But then also there's the opportunity for potential referrals to come from it for both of us, from my audience to yours and your audience to mine.
Very
That's
cool.
similar to how it works. And then you can do things like shout outs, interview swaps, content swaps. There's loads of different ways to collaborate, but this is one example of that.
Cool. And number 3, a little louder though, because it's not picking you up so well today, and your mic a little louder if you'd be so kind.
Yeah. So the third one is affiliates. So I count that as a form of referrals, just because it is essentially them promoting you to someone else in their network, but they're doing it in return for a commission. So for the partnerships and clients, it may or may not have a commission, whereas the affiliates always has a commission involved.
Makes sense. So that's true. Affiliates are whether they're in for the money or not, or whether it's a very defined, okay, we're paying you for these referrals, you get this much or this flat rate or whatever. Like I said, it's defined versus partnerships. It's, hey, let's send people back and forth because we have the same target, the same audience. And I don't want to steal your thunder for the rest of the 3, but again, I think finding people with the same target market, the same audience, whether you overlap a little bit. I mean, people are so afraid of overlapping a little bit. I'm like, avoid worrying. People are going to resonate who they resonate with, right? Let's pretend you and I do something different, but also we overlap a bit. In our case, we don't, but it's right. It's like, who cares? We can partner, we can do things together, we learn from each other, and maybe someone isn't a fit. They're better for you, better fit for me. Maybe they resonate with me better. Maybe they resonate with you better. I think people are so afraid of losing a lead or opportunity that instead of serving the person the best and have them go with who they resonate with, or you know what, I think Gary is your best bet right now, or at least to start, and then come back to me, then we'll talk, or hey, I think James is your best bet, or whatever. Luckily, you and I don't really overlap at all, but I like that point. That's a really good point about affiliates, because people, I mean, money talks. People do, I think of you a little more when they know, hey, there's a reciprocation. And I like to do that too, Gary. If it's someone that I have trouble referring to for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe they teach people how to use a left-handed monkey wrench or something. Someone I have trouble referring to, I'll definitely invite them to be referral partners. Anyone you send me, I send you. I want to say thank you somehow and not just take. So it's, let me send you some cash, versus someone that has an extremely similar market. They just do something slightly different. Right. Then for myself, it's if the trades back and forth happen a lot or happen frequently, then okay, partnership. Or I guess, or if someone's crappy at giving referrals and sending referrals, then again, you could do an affiliate and you can pay the person that way they keep coming. Because I find if you don't send referrals, if someone's sending you them or you don't say thank you with cash, those referrals stop coming. They definitely stop coming.
So I just wanted to quickly point on something to that. I think different people are motivated by different things. So some people are motivated by the referrals that you can send back. Some people will be motivated by the financial gain from it.
Yeah,
and other people are actually just motivated by the fact that they can do something of value for someone else. So it's like they've got someone where it's like they want to enhance their own status. And if they do that by providing a really good referral, that can be what motivates them. So finding what each individual person is motivated by can be a really good thing to get more referrals because everyone's motivated by different things. I
like that point. Because you're right. Because it's like you elevate your status by hey, I have this amazing connection for you, and of course you and I evangelize each other because we know each other does great work. Elevate your status. Plus, I love being someone. One of my, I guess, claims to fame, or one of my people say, why would I do business with you? Why, James? Well, one of the many reasons is that I have an amazing network that I've vetted of amazing folks. If you need referral marketing, if you need Facebook ads, Google ads, if you need a website design, if you need a great CRM or automatic follow-up and nurturing or chat bots that chat with people on your social feeds that message you and it can get them booked in your calendar, or it can chat with them or send them a freebie. I have all these amazing people, and to your point, that can elevate you and also have you stand out. It's like, wow, Gary's the resources guy. James is the resources guy. If I need someone, James probably knows someone that can help me that is vetted and legit, or Gary knows someone that is vetted and legit. So to your point, we become a more valuable resource. One, and to your point, we can elevate our status because of who we know. Wow, James must be awesome. Gary must be awesome because of the people they know. And then it's a goodwill. Wow, they really helped me, so it looks good on us too. So that's a very good point, Gary. I like that a lot. Cool. What's next? What's next in the goodies box?
Okay, so the fourth one, this won't apply to everyone, but if it does apply to you, it's a really good source. And that's any employees that you've got, or it could be contractors. If you subcontract some work out, then you could put those in there as well. But really, it would be your employees if you've got a business where you do hire people, teaching them to identify referrals and then send referrals as well. That can be a really good source that's often underused.
I like that, and because there's a business relationship there already, or you're working together already. One of my new marketers I hired for copywriting and Facebook ads. They work with business owners, and I work with business owners to support them different ways. They help with Facebook ads and copy and landing pages, and teach you how to make a enrolling video that makes people want to book a call with you. I don't do any of that, but they can send people to me for things like overwhelm, self-doubt, burnout, needing more influence, needing more yeses. That way, the marketing works, and people tell you yes when they come to you. And having more fun and freedom and free time and not burning yourself out while making more money. Well, great. And then I send them people for marketing. So I think that's a really, really cool example of vendors. And I didn't even think about that. And I don't think a lot of people do think about that. But that's a great example because, again, this vendor and I were talking about that, but I didn't even think about that in a bigger picture like you'd suggested. So it's a great idea. Plus, typically, your vendors, if they're good, they'll get to know you like these marketing people. They need to get to know me, what I do, why I'm different, why me, why I do it. I think that's a really good idea because they know about you. And if not, they may not be the best vendor if they're not really learning deeply about you and your business, because how the hell are they going to market you or promote you or refer you or build a website for you if they don't know you really well, right? So I think that's a really great idea. Really great idea. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, I think you're right about the fact that if you're working with somebody as like a vendor, they should know about you, and because they need to know about you in order to provide the best experience and the best results. But obviously, that leads into them being able to then send referrals, and likewise you to them as well. So again, it can be like a partnership of sorts, but it's based on the relationship and the interaction and the transaction that you've already made.
I like that. And again, you're using them as long as they're good. As long as they're good, again, you can refer that. Hey, and these people are, it's marketing or there's ads, it's Google. And again, that's why I've amassed this collection of awesome partnership, community, vendors, whatever you want to call it, of people that can support other people. and help us all win. So I think that's a genius point, a brilliant point. And number 5, last but not least, number 5.
So number 5, this is one of my favorite ones, and it's the one that is easiest for most people to start with if they've never done referral marketing before. And that's through networking activities. Now, I don't mean this traditional networking that a lot of people think of as just exchanging business cards. I mean very real networking where it's an exchange of value. But through networking, what you can do then is you can leverage any relationships that you've already built. So if you are completely new to referral marketing, you won't be new to building relationships. You have relationships somewhere in your life already, and you can leverage those when there's a good fit for a referral. So that's usually the place that I recommend people start, no matter where they're starting from, because of the fact that they have those relationships. They can go to those people, and they're the people that are most likely to be open to sending referrals very, very quickly. And what I find normally is those clients that I work with can get a good number of referrals just from their existing network already.
And you cut out there, so I just wanted to clarify. So this is just as with networking and building, like you said, building positive, powerful networks. Did I hear you right?
Yeah, essentially that. So not everyone that you network with, you'll have a formalized partnership with, like the second sort, but you will have relationships in the sense of they would be willing to send referrals if they had the chance to, and likewise you can send those. So you don't have a formalized partnership in place, but you have the type of relationship where they would be willing to send referrals if the right person comes along.
I like that. Well, exactly. And again, not everyone's going to be a best relationship. I found people that do similar things or in similar-ish markets that have not turned out to be good referral partners. I've had people that are completely different, like a lawyer, being a great person for referrals. So I think it depends on the person, their mindset. Are they someone who is like, oh yeah, let's refer, but they really just want leads from you? Are they truly building that relationship? And I mean, and that's one of the reasons you and I talk frequently. One of my biggest mistakes years ago was networking my brain out, meaning all these people, and then really never reconnecting, or once in like a blue moon, maybe a purple moon or a pink moon. And that's not how we build relationships, right? And that's not how we build trust and likability and rapport and saying, I really would like to refer you. You and I have chatted a number of times now, Gary, and we didn't meet that long ago, but you and I have chatted more than some of my other people that I've met, potentially years ago. And so the rapport, the trust, the likability, the wanting you to do well, it's there. And it's even doing cool things like this with each other creates rapport and trust. And I think, to your point, the networks, build network, and then build partnerships like this, do cool things together, virtual events together, live events together, have a financial talk coupled with a motivational talk or a sales talk or a confidence talk. Because if you have more confidence, you can make more money. And then the finance advisor wins, and the finance people making more money. Then, you need to go talk to Fred, because Fred will help you have more influence or confidence or sell better. So it's something complementary, quite different finances to, let's say, confidence coaching or persuasion or influence or something. But again, I think it can interact really well. So yeah, I have those great relationships with people that genuinely, I think, do want to and want to and aren't too busy, because we're all busy being busy, usually busy being busy. So I think that's something that one of my biggest mistakes, something I've learned is nurture the relationship just like you would a customer. Nurture them, show value, support. How can I help you today, Gary? How can I promote what you do? How can I send you people? What do you need? Even just to talk about whatever, or an idea or connection. And I think nurturing our network as much as we nurture our customers, and hopefully people are nurturing their customers. Another mistake I made at first, and nurturing him the way that adds value. So you're a welcome guest versus annoying pest versus, hi, you ready to buy? Hi, it's James, ready to buy? It's actually finding ways to add value, even whether it's, speaking of networking, your 5th point, connecting people like again, you do. Hey, I think, James, you should meet this person. You should meet that person. Or, Gary, you should meet this person. Even that adds value. Hey, Gary, I wrote this ebook thing for my customers, but maybe it'll help you with your business. Check it out. Or, hey, I'm having a thing on blank. If you'd like to come, if you'd like to share it with your network as a value add, please share my event as a value add, something you can offer them, just as, again, sharing more value Gary, you could be like, hey, Jane, I wanted to reach out, see how you were. Plus, my friend is having a talk on whatever I thought would be relevant to you and support you. Here you go. Hope it's helpful. That way we're the welcome guest, because we're always trying to support them. How can I help? What can I do? What do you need? Versus, hey, are you ready to buy yet? Ready to buy yet? Ready to buy yet? And I think by supporting them, I found anyways, I'm not sure your experience, I found that the welcome guest gets referred, the annoying pest of, hey, you have referrals for me yet? Hey, can you buy? Is annoying. Not to say, again, you shouldn't still follow up. Hey, referrals, let's talk referrals again. Who do you know? Who do I know? Let's go through a context, go through LinkedIn, go through whatever. So I think that's valuable. But again, giver's gain, living that giver's gain, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
I think a lot of those, the networking that you do, when you provide value in the way that we've done, like you said, we've had a few conversations, we've provided value to each other. That's what real networking is, and that can lead then to formalized partnerships and more referrals, things like that. So it's you're nurturing that relationship, as you say, and then when you do that, that's going to lead to more formalized partnerships and collaborations, which is going to be good for everyone involved. So yeah, the networking leads on to the partnerships, and it is all about nurturing relationships and building those relationships. And I always say the quality of your relationships will determine the quality of your referrals and the amount of referrals you get. So if you've got a lot of great relationships built, you will get referrals. You just even organic, but you can get more by asking as well.
Right on. And the quality of all that will determine the quality of your income. That's for sure. That's for sure. Very cool. Very cool. We'll have to have you back on again. People, feel free to comment. You have more questions, want to know more about, Gary, about referrals, but anything you need, you want to connect, please feel free. Connect with Gary as well. Gary, how can people reach you?
So the best way is through Facebook. That's where I'm most active in terms of the social media platforms. And then if you connect on there, we can exchange WhatsApp numbers if we need to. But even LinkedIn as well. But I would say primarily Facebook. You'll be able to get me there. And, I'll answer any questions or help you in any way that I can.
Perfect. And just Gary, there's no middle initial, Gary Searle, and that's the best way, Facebook or LinkedIn, to connect with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. Amazing. Cool. Thanks always for helping me give value and do what I love. Appreciate you, brother, and thanks for being here.